managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Allen going to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe 1 less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 11 carries, 57 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go with Kamara. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The left side caught by Diggs. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. I never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 23 carries, 62 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
A handoff for Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. To throw is Garoppolo.
And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Nick Folk for the point after. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson. Not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Allen to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Allen now on 1st down. He's got this one completed to Mims. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So that one will be accepted. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Etienne. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was finished off by the rookie Travis Etienne.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return there for Harris. And the drive will begin at the 25.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Elton Jenkins, the Pro Bowler, flag there.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is the right touchdown.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass in his 1st half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game. Oh, without a doubt. You're just just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. On for the extra point is Folk. And that makes it a 9-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to want the ball more. 1 target, no catches. A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
Alan Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jerry Tillery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Here we go.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. Oh, nice move. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's brought in by Harris. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And Diggs has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Come on, fellas.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Zach Wilson, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To throw again on second down. Allen. That's caught right side by Mims. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for ETN.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That second down play nets a -4.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route. There's plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. And that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league. And every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's a give to ETN.
Pushing through the contact. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Allen.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And it's caught.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is down to 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd and 7.
There's Garoppolo to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen going to throw.
Quickly into the hands of Mims.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That is caught by Mims.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Come on, guys, let's go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Allen. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by the rookie Travis Etienne. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On second down, Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. Touchdown, Jaguars. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. First down and more for Allen as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From midfield, here's Allen. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, Damontae Kazee. Here's Allen to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Miami set to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down. Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
Let's go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And with that last play, he's now over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Space to run past the 20. And this is caught. That's Watkins. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught right side by Mims. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Dwayne Smoot coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now out come the Jags.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Garoppolo.
Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he stopped immediately there. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Garoppolo to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
And Folk's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Pass complete, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
Here's Etienne. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Etienne. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Etienne once more. Powers through, and they'll get this down to the 10. 80 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. This is caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Allen going to try and keep it. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.